Hey guys, Nate here with Murray Farm and Ranch, coming to you on a cold one. Got the truck warming up. I've got to drive over to my shop and get the tractor warmed up so I can put some hay out. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what having cows in the winter months is all about. This is, we're in southern Oklahoma. They say that we haven't had a storm like this since at least 1983. My neighbor, he's 80, and I went over to check on him yesterday. We sat down and talked, and he said that he can remember a storm in the 60s where there's like 17 days of below freezing temps. We're not quite there yet, but we're working on 10 days or so without going over freezing, and we've had some just extreme cold. Yesterday, woke up to -8. This morning it's not too bad, it's 14, but there's no wind, which makes a big difference.
All the hill I've called, all the lips I've kissed, all the love I've lost, I thank God for that.
So, made it over here to the shop, and if you guys are wondering why I parked the tractor so far away, is we've been experiencing just crazy low temps. And I was afraid that if I couldn't get my tractor started due to the cold, that at least in the shop, I would have a chance to warm it up. I get the wood stove rolling, get a couple of propane burners going, and I might be able to at least get the tractor going. I'm absolutely dependent on the tractor right now because I need it to put out round bales. So it is a necessity that I have access to my equipment. So guys, I call that a success. I'm gonna get the old garage door open so we don't die of carbon monoxide in here. Let this thing warm up for a touch. We're gonna go get some cows fed. All right guys, I wanted to talk to you a minute about feeding the cows. So, cows are extremely resilient to cold weather. Their hide thickens, and as long as you've got them in good condition going into a cold weather spell, they typically are very resilient. Now, what you do want to do, or what we do, is we do feed extra whenever the temps really dip down, especially like below about 18 degrees. You're going to want to have a lot of food available because that's gonna be what those animals use to keep themselves warm. The second thing that we do is we're going to be supplementing with some range cubes. Now, I want to warn you about one thing about range cubes. You don't want to go from not feeding range cubes and then hear that a storm's coming in and then decide you're going to feed your cows 5 pounds per head of range cubes to heat them up. The range cubes have grain, and then some of them have corn mixed in and so forth, and their bodies need to have become accustomed to that to utilize it well. And if you go and you give them a whole bunch of range cubes overnight, or for 2, 3, 4 days at a time, without having priorly acclimated into them, you're going to mess up their bellies, and you're going to put actual more stress on the animal by feeding them these cattle cubes. So what we do is most of the time we're feeding somewhere between about 2 pounds per head, every day or every other day. And if I know that a real cold spell is coming, I'll start ramping it up just a little bit. I may do 2¼ pounds per head, 2½ pounds per head, and I may build up to where I'm giving them 3 or 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds per head per day, but I've given their bodies a little bit of a time to adjust. and they tolerate it a lot better.
So what I did here is I drove and made a little bit of a track with the Ranger tire to kind of compact the snow. And then I dumped out my cubes in the track so that these calves, these are all heifers, could get to the cubes. They've got hay there. Got another bale of hay back up there. I'm gonna go take care of some water for these guys. Bust a little spot. And then we'll finish feeding.
Hi, Sam.
All right, so our cows are getting some cubes. They got some hay out. I'm fixing to go get another bale. I wanted to touch on one other thing, and that is water. So, cattle, even though it's cold, they need to drink a lot of water. I'm lucky in that in this pasture, it's right beside my barn, and I have a hydrant and electricity. So I've got a water heater in this one, and it's keeping this pasture in water without having to bust ice. Hey, can you come over here and stand by me? Look, she's real thirsty. I can't stress the importance enough of when it's cold like this, you got to get extra feed out for them. You want them to have free choice hay 24/7. You want these cows to be able to go get hay whenever they want it. And then we're supplementing with some range cubes. We start at about 2 pounds per head, and we've worked our way up to about 3.5 or 4 pounds, and we did that over several weeks. And we've got a bunch of fat, happy mama cows that don't look like they're too bothered by this cold.